this is Michael Cole-Schwartz from the Museum of Pop Culture, and I'm talking today with Sharon Nyree Williams of the Central District Forum. Thanks for taking time today.
Thanks for having me, Michael. How you doing?
I'm doing great. So we're talking about civic participation and voting. And to start out, I'm just sort of curious, like, why is it important for you to vote?
I always think back to my grandmother, and she's 94 right now. And when I was growing up, I remember her working the polls for every election. And so it's just a reminder that I have to continue. Like, she didn't tell me that I had to vote, but just watching her endless pursuit of being a part of that system made me say, I have no choice but to vote. And now my mom does the same thing that my grandmother used to do in working the polls. So we've always been that family where we didn't talk about it, but they just did the work.
Mm.
And so I vote to set an example for my nieces and nephews. I vote for my staff. I vote um, for for just to, it's the one way that I can make sure that my voice is heard, even though sometimes it doesn't work out the way I want it to.
Sure. So why, from a perspective of, the arts and artists, why is it important for the creative community to be involved politically and in voting?
Because we've always been that platform that was able to express how we feel about different issues, societal issues, and and it's amazing that how many of the things that city council or the mayor's office or the governor is voting on or making decisions about that if impact us. And that's everything from housing to education to um, the prison system um, to transportation. And when I joined, I was like, I don't know what's going on. But by the time I ended, it was like, wow, um, every artist should have an opportunity to be on the Arts Commission just so that they can see how the city works.
Yeah, so what are the sort of government policies that impact you, like your organization as an arts institution?
I think right now, like the Inspire Washington, um, I can't remember the exact number of the proposition, but I've had an opportunity to go and speak in front of legislators a few times in hopes of getting funding for my organization and other organizations like mine in the community. There's everybody should be watching how we're dealing with COVID-19, how we're going to deal with post-COVID. Everything in that arena should be paid attention to. Everything from just what's on the table right now. Housing. How are we gonna how are we gonna deal with housing? Artists live in houses as well. We have families as well. Everything around education. So there's a plethora of things that we specifically have to continue to be on top of to make sure that our artists and our arts organization is taken care of.
So what is it that your organization is trying to do to encourage people to, or to educate people or encourage them to take part in the process?
We've been doing work right now on the census project. So we have which is a very important thing for everyone to do.
Totally.
And so we've contracted some artists to create pieces around census work. We've taken photos and tried to just shine a lens on what it means um, for each individual to participate in the census. Also, when it comes to voting, we're constantly just saying it at every program that we have. Reminders to vote. We're posting about voting. We're doing what we can. The difference between Seattle and some other cities is that we already have mail-in voting, and so that battle we're not fighting as far as getting people to the polls, but just making sure that people are registered, and reminding people to register. And as soon as you get your ballot, fill it out and put it back in the mail.
Absolutely. Cool. Anything else you wanted to add about what y'all are up to?
CD Forum. We are we're doing conversations, a lot of conversations right now. So we always have an intimate conversation every Saturday at 3 o'clock on Instagram. So that's what we're up to right now.
Cool. Well, thanks so much for taking the time to chat. This has been great.
Thank you, Michael. Appreciate you.